everybody that sent messages my way. Thank you so much for trusting me with your juicy confessions. All of these stories I will be reading in this video will be kept anonymous. I will not be naming names, so there's no need to worry. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? So, juicy confession number 1. I really liked a girl and I asked her out. Turns out she was a lesbian. I was at school. Okay, short but sweet. Oh god. A girl. By the way, a lot of these confessions are quite vulgar. That's your warning. So, a girl bit my dick while giving me head. Didn't leave any marks though, so that's good, I guess. I have one word for that. Ouch. Oh god. I caught 2 of my teachers having sex. I went to the bathroom and they gave me £100 each to keep me silent. It was really awkward bumping into them after that, because I knew they were both married to different people but having an affair with each other. The female teacher was an English teacher and I got full marks in all of my mock exams after that. The male teacher was the deputy head teacher. It was fair to say he was a lot nicer to me. Oh, this is literally the definition of karma. I broke up a couple by telling the girl he was cheating on her with another girl. So she went nuts. I helped the girl with the breakup and she ended up falling in love with me. It didn't last long though because they ended up getting together again. Literally, what goes around comes around. Is that the saying? I think. Oh, by the way, I do apologise if you can hear the helicopter circling my area. It's been flying around here for like the past 45 minutes. It just doesn't want to go. So, I can actually see it out the window. It's quite distracting. But anyway, me and my friends were wrestling and I attempted to do Brookler's finishing move on him. He was telling me not to, but I did it anyway, and I ended up breaking his arm in 3 separate spots. Okay. I was, I think, a junior in high school, and I was in the lunch line. This girl I liked was done eating and walking towards my friends and I. They knew I liked her, so they dared me to go talk to her. She passed by, and as I went to approach her, my friend tripped me. I fell into the girl, and the way we landed, the side of my face was resting on her butt. I could feel my face burning. She was nice about it though and teased me. She would ask if I needed a pillow to lay on when I would look tired in class. Okay, this is a longer one. Okay, so one time I was in school, must have been about 16 or 17, and I went to an all-boys school. There was building work being done. One night, me and a couple of friends decided to climb the crane at night. We did, and I was on lookout when I saw a truck coming down the road with its headlights on. I screamed because I thought it was a guard coming to catch us in the act. They ran, and I couldn't because my leg was injured from a fall the day before. So I was like, frick, I'm going to get arrested or put on the electric chair. But when the truck pulls up, it wasn't a truck, it was a car. And it was my female French teacher, who I got along with really well, thank God. She offered me a ride home, against the school rules, but I told her a different house to the one I lived in because I didn't want her to know where I lived in case she told my parents. So, we got to the house and I was so thankful, etc. She said to me, go in now, but obviously I just stood outside waving her to go because I didn't live there. She realised that wasn't my house and invited me back into her car. We had a heart-to-heart about why I lied about my house. She thought it was something really deep and personal. Obviously, I just didn't want her to tell my parents. She then had this breakdown about her husband in the car and starts crying, and I hugged her and consoled her and maybe gave her a kiss on the neck. Dude. I was in high school. Why are a lot of these confessions about school? Oh my god, my laptop is hissing really loudly. I hope that's not picking up too loudly on the mic. I apologise. Well, that's one way to spend a Christmas project. This is legit 100% serious, and people are like, are you kidding me right now? I've never watched Star Wars or Indiana Jones in my life. To the person that sent that to me, I'm not judging, but I kind of am judging though. That is blasphemy. Okay. My first kiss was with my auntie's best friend. This same person sent me like a multiple. My first kiss was with my auntie's best friend. I once flashed myself to a schoolmate. I've had sex next to a church in the woods. I got stoned and had sex in the cemetery. Had sex at the beach with my best mate's sister. And lastly, licked chocolate off a girl's body. This time I was in the park with my friends, and the gate was locked, but I managed to get in. Me being me, scared of heights, couldn't climb back over, so my friends had to get my mum to lift me over the fence. Oh God. Okay, well, I got caught masturbating in the bathtub, and for some reason I didn't hear my mum coming upstairs. To be honest, I don't know how long she was standing there, probably just a couple of seconds, but still. Damn, I would just simply die. I would just pass away, Oh, here's another longer one. When I was in primary school, I walked into my teacher getting changed, and she was an older lady, but in my defence I didn't know. She was in our storage cupboard, and she told the class she was getting changed because we were going on a school trip, and I didn't hear her, and so I knocked on the door and didn't hear anything. So I opened the door and she was putting her trousers on. So I saw her bottom half with her underwear on. After that you'd think I'd have learnt my lesson, but clearly not. I needed to grab my water bottle because everybody's bottles were in the cloakroom on a table, and that's where the girls got changed and the boys in our classroom. I didn't want to waltz in, obviously, so I pressed myself against a wall and slowly got my hand around the corner to the table to grab my bottle. But I knocked someone else's and it fell, and then I got all the girls screaming and shouting and I got told off. Must have been like a horror movie for them. Juicy story. Back in high school, when I was with my first love, she'd broken up with me at some point, so I had hooked up with her best friend who I didn't even know they were best friends. Then during our last year at high school, my ex went to prom with that best friend despite me hooking up with the best friend. Dang. Embarrassing story. I once almost fought a teacher because I didn't listen to one of his commands, and so he threatened to call my mum, and I didn't really care. The story spread about the school like I had a two-faced, and it ended up following me throughout the rest of my school career. I'm pretty sure he wanted me to clean something that I didn't cause. I'm not sure what that meant, but okay. I tripped up when I was wearing a short skirt and my knickers flashed and my friend saw my spotty pants. I masturbated in maths class to a really fit teacher. I was sat at the back of the class so no one saw me. Anyway, I made it all the way and then had to ask her to go to the toilet to clean up. I'm not even gonna ask. Everyone knew who my crush was, and one day, while I was walking down the stairs at school with a sprained ankle, my dickhead friend pushed me right into my crush. Oh, another long one. So, this one time, I was about 16 or 17, and my baby daddy, who was 21 or 22 at the time, was drunk out of his mind. We went to a party, he showed up drunk, drank some more, and was just sloshed. He decided it was a good idea to be a limo driver and take people home. First ride wasn't so bad. He just hit some trash cans and mailboxes, lol. Second ride was a little worse. He backed into someone's garage, but dipped out before we got caught. Last ride was the worst. He sat on the train tracks, drunk, talking, and still drinking until the train comes. Everyone in the car was like, dude, move the car. He's like, wait till it gets closer, wait till it gets closer. The train lights shine brighter, and we all hear the train honking loud as fuck. Literally maybe 10 inches from the train smacking can I say, the person that sent me that story, I was like, that is like, I can't even process, I can't process that. I'm just glad you're okay. Okay, here's another one. I'm not sure I have anything too good, but at one time in school, my Tourette's made me have a tic where I threw my arms and shoulders backwards and it went off in science class and it unclasped my bra. So I had to discreetly tell my teaching assistant that I needed to put it back on. I had to go to the toilets and redo it. We couldn't stop laughing and my science teacher found it hilarious when I told her after class. Oh, here's a really long story. So, here is a story about a real ghost that was in the mid-school. It was at summertime when school was about to end. We were at a lunch break. I was the troublemaker that time, pranking friends. The moment I was to pull the prank on them, I saw a black figure the shape of an old lady, standing still on the fourth floor. When no one used it, but an old broken, when it wasn't used except for broken stuff. The moment I saw her, I told them. Some of my friends around me managed to see her too, and other two teachers, so I just say, sorry, I can't quite make this out. We got to that floor and started searching every room, bathroom, and nothing. We asked about the old man that he works there. We asked about the old man that works there, that he mentioned about an old lady used to work at the school for a long time and she somehow died and her soul was stuck in that school. After searching, we didn't say that lady. Some of them, they went down, except my friends and I stayed. This isn't written very well, I'm sorry. When we decided to go inside the class, where all the desks and chairs were old and broken, the exact moment we entered the class, the atmosphere was hella cold, like there's an AC on or something, but there wasn't one, and reminding you it was summer season and it was hot. That time we didn't know about this feeling when you start feeling cold, so we thought it was just a wind. Idiots us, laughed my ass off. So we gave up and I just decided to get down from that building. The moment I was going down, my friend just fell down like an idiot. After he saw the old lady behind him coming towards him, he started to scream like a bitch, and the exact moment I told him to run. So we went down running and never came back again. It was insane and scary moment. Okay, so they saw like a ghost lady, I think. Okay, here's another one. Basically, about 5 years ago, we went to our sister's school fair with my dad, stepmom and step-grandparents, and we were going to get ice cream, and I got separated from everyone else, and I thought they were still there. So I said what ice cream I wanted to what I thought was my step-nan, but it turned out to be a random lady, and I tapped her when she didn't respond. I ran as fast as I could away from it with embarrassment. Confession. In elementary school, I stole my childhood bully's lip gloss out of her desk during recess, and squeezed him out into the toilet and then flushed the containers down too, causing the toilet to overflow with sparkly water. Well, when I was a kid, I used to crawl in the oven and told my mum to cook me, and then I accidentally one time hit it and pissed myself because I got... I think this is two separate stories. Something about clowns, it doesn't quite make sense though. I also used to bite people if they pissed me off as a kid. Same. Okay, this is the last confession. When I was in the army, I fell asleep in the driver's compartment of a tank in the middle of war games and got my whole crew killed. If you want, I can send you a detailed account of the incident. They never did. That's a shame. Okay, so that was all your guys' juicy, embarrassing, concerning stories. If you want me to do more videos like this in the future, please let me know. I'm sorry the video was a little bit shorter, but I hope that you found it enjoyable. So I will say good night, God bless, sleep see you in the next video. Bye guys, love you.